agree with that sort of attitude. I like the aggressive support attitude. Builds around the field. Going to be a whole lot of Doran's shield. Two of them up top, one in the mid lane there on Grumpy Law. It's going to be answered by Lyssandra's regen build with a flask, Doran's blades down bottom, machetes in the jungle, support builds on the supports with a little bit of extra mana coming their way, both for Lysandra in the mid lane, down bottom on Zane King, who's going to want to be able to keep those Qs and stuns ready.
So he got the W. He's primed an Incinerate spell here. He's ready to just stun multiple people. And Cog might be going for this.
And they're going to run into it. Oh, can't quite get there. Brosboro catches him and sees it stun onto Brosboro. They're going to pile on. Can't do anything. Nothing here pulled in, but How can't follow it up. They drop a ward, and it gets cleared away.
And that was a stun out from Zane King for a flash from Zane King for one flash. So I think it was just 1 for 1 there.
Yep. That is indeed the roll. How being chased down. Got no way to slow him up, though, so just some extra damage there. Pull's not going to land, and they'll send some love in. The Shuriken not going to land from Grumpy Law. Cog will control the area and are going to swing out now, as they have scared one up at least to the edges of the jungle.
Yeah, they got the flash from the jungler, so they know if there is a counter jungle coming out from Ziploc, then Brospor will pretty much be done for if there's a red buff on him. Don't think he'll have a ward this early on to ward jump too. He might Q to something, but not having a flash in the jungle is very scary. With ward coverage coming out here, they're just putting some defensive wards up. 2 wards down from Cog over in the red side of the jungle for 1UP. And 1UP actually having a little bit of a counter invade here.
Gonna roll in towards the blue as the Vi gets started up on red. Nothing here, and Zane King helping Ziploc secure that. Gonna take it low. 3-man look on that. iDream just has to roll straight into it. They do not pay much mind to it, and Brosboro will get out with the blue buff.
And there's the lane swap.
Gonna head up top 2v1, and Shyvana, one of those that has not got a lot of kit to really deal with that well, especially with a Caitlyn up top and a Thresh to support. It could be a very, very dangerous lane up there.
Yeah, and because they saw that, it looks like Vi, Captain Ziploc, going to head over to the enemy blue, get some assistance here from Zane King, and leave iDream just to push the wave out very, very slowly against Knives. 2v1 is like a completely different game for a top laner. You get no farm, you get no levels, the ADC out-levels you for a very long time, and you're very vulnerable these first couple of minutes of the game.
Absolutely. You always see that well-timed 3-man look. Well, not always, but very, very often see that well-timed 3-man look from the jungle. Try to take advantage of that as much as humanly possible. Vi going to be waiting in, catch Elise in there, and they'll start smacking on each other in the jungle. Ziploc going to very much get the better of that one. Q lands, but no chance of him following that one in.
Now, the lack of flash from Brosboro means that he is just free to roam around. Captain Ziploc going to take advantage of that. And it looks like he's just going to go do his wraiths right now. And Ziploc might go to the... Yeah, he's going to go do the wolves. Take those away. And they were swapping it back.
Let's try to grab it. Gonna do a well-timed swap there as Kate and Thresh come walking into the line. Still got really nicely timed there. They got out just in time to catch that lane. And Oladoran and Hal just gonna have to watch him roll up top. And Hook's a nice minion.
Now, you have to be careful.
Decided not to.
You have to be very careful when you do a lane swap like this, because Zach now has 14 CS to iDream's 0. They gave him nothing. He's level 1. Knives is now level 3. And when he gets to lane, he might actually even be level 4. No, he's not going to be level 4. He's close. He's close. He's 1 minion away.
One thing that is worth mentioning, however, Brosboro just been getting bullied in the jungle there by Vi. Does have the CS lead for the moment. We got pushed out of the jungle. And, you keep that. You do a lot of delaying. You force early backs where you get to stay in the jungle. That's one of those things that can have very dire long-game consequences, especially on somebody like Lee Sin, who you're really going to want to get itemized so they can get in and get a lot of work done, whether that be sort of mixed damage and tanking duties or just straight up putting the hurt on people. iDream on the lane, pushes Knives out. Has yet to hit 4 just yet. And Zamfir doing a nice job keeping Grumpy Law at bay there. 28-23, the CS in the middle. How in trouble, and he is just going to die. That is going to happen. Oh, very nearly saved him as Brosboro comes out. Nothing here going to get answered back onto. Red buff going to be enough to finish that one off, so they trade 1 for 1 up top. Support for AD carry as the jungler gets some love, and that was some much-needed money right there put onto Brosboro after he is picked on by Ziploc in the jungle for so long. You bullying psychologically. It deeply affected jungler.
And
Ziploc and iDream down bottom.
Nothing here knew that he was going to die. He didn't blow a flash or a barrier. He Valkyrie'd in, like, I'm going to get this kill, get some money, and yeah, now I'm dead. So he
Ziploc
gave that one up pretty easily.
Just threatening Knives down bottom, and they're going to start it up. Over they go. They get him to flash out. Can't put him into the passive, though.
Saving that passive.
And he's going to hang out. Put him down. No! Whew. Makes it out again, and the Ignite onto Ziploc's going to run him too low to do anything about it. He's going to have to queue out. They did not have vision of the river, so Ziploc will get clear. He's going to be okay. iDream back in, and Knives going to take the E. But scary, scary indeed. I got to say, Knives running low. God, if they could have gotten that passive off, they would be much scarier, though.
Yeah, diving.
Keep him near turret at the least.
Diving a Zac or an Aatrox really takes 2 rounds. You have to go in once, get the passive, then come back and do it again. It's very annoying. They didn't even get the passive this time, though, and he's just going to sustain himself up very, very slowly here. Or iDream is actually going to burst him down. He brought Ghost to the lane, so we're not going to see like a flash Q or anything coming out from iDream.
Brosboro in the neighborhood. iDream well forward of center here with Knives low. Still not going to threaten too much, but Brosboro hanging out. He's going to come take a look forward as they hop towards iDream. iDream got more than enough get up and go juice to stay away from that one and catches the E. Just not going to leave Knives alone. Want him low. Nothing here's up top. The shields from the Lantern going to be enough to hold him in place. Nothing here pulled forward by Howl. Gets lucky, and there's a minion in the way as Howl is looking for a follow-up there. Zane King using those auto attacks to make sure that nobody feels too good about themselves. And Noladoran. God, that's a hard one. I almost messed that one up. I could feel like it was slowing down. I was like, is that right? Yes, okay, it's right. Let's keep going. Nothing here going to keep the push away from the turret. They've got a little bit of damage onto that top outer turret. Looks like Brosboro and Ziploc going to come to blows in the woods here. And nope. Lysandra and Zed both in the area. Going there looking for a red.
They knew that he started red, so it's going to be up at the 720 mark. And they're going to wait for him to start it, possibly? I don't know, but they're converging on it right now.
Ziploc onto Brosboro. Grumpy Law's there. iDream's in the area as well. Zac going to collapse. Lysandra catches him up. Shorts the Q after the E. Doesn't quite get her in close enough, but that will be one up. Cleared away as the answer comes back. Lysandra going to make it back to mid lane before, and will extend a CS lead that's now up over 10 CS. Pushing in the right direction. Only a 200 gold difference around the field, however. AD carries right now only a 5 difference. Enola Doran spins the ult. Doesn't get a lot of love for it, however. Zane King still in good shape. Nothing here a little bit lower. If it came to a straight-up 2v2, 1-up would probably come away the better of it. Don't think they're going to give him that, though. Going to make him do a lot of work at the turret. How healing up. And let's see. The bottom lane, which would have been the top lane, we'll call it the solo lane there, still only a 5 CS difference. So a really, really tight game as the gold numbers reflect around the field. Nobody really getting the better of anybody. Knives still packing that passive, even though the 2-man look tried to burn it off him. They just couldn't do it. And haven't seen a lot of looks out of the junglers down bottom. A couple little looks, but that 2v2 lane up top, they've just been left to their own devices. Yeah,
the junglers have really been playing against each other. Captain Ziploc was invading over and over again, and then we saw that great invade from 1-up. Brosboro went in there, picked up their red buff, and oh.
Ziploc drops the ult, and they're going to follow it up with a stun. Zane King pulls the kill away there.
That was just so quick.
Split that assist money. Yeah, Ziploc putting some good damage down. That Tibbers, it's at 6. Don't need any extra AP to make that one hurt. Tibbs dropping big damage down, and they're going to spread a little bit of gold love up top. Vi still in the jungle. Looking for Lee Sin there, and we'll find him. Brosboro, nope, just checks it out. Q out of there as the red buff on Lee Sin. A little too scary, and they didn't have enough information elsewhere on the map. Knives and iDream in a slugfest down bottom. Knives getting the worst of it. Ult's going to come out from iDream here. Not enough, though, to burn Knives down. Just a little bit too much beef on that little blob of flubber.
That's such a good Shyvana skin, though.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that. And so when I was talking about the junglers outplaying each other, what happened was Brosboro, after getting the enemy red, went straight to his own. Even though his blue was up, he's like, I don't want Captain Ziploc to have a red. And then the blue came up, and Captain Ziploc took his own blue. So Zamfira doesn't have one, whereas Grumpy Lol does. There's a little bit of a disparity there, despite Zamfira being a mana-based champion.
Although with the passive a little bit easier to work with. Got the flask as well. I mean, not to forgive it at all. Still somebody you want blue on for the cooldown reduction. And the mana regen never hurts when you can just spam relentlessly. The passive does help out quite a bit. But yeah, especially when you're up against an energy-based champion like Grumpy Lol. It's one of those things that you want every advantage you can get. Nothing here on Enola Doran. No, it's too late.
Just barely. Yeah, and on that note as well, Captain Ziploc needed the experience from the Golem to get that next level because the red was stolen away.
Grumpy Lol locked up, Ziploc in with a Q. Ult's dropped by Grumpy Lol. Ziploc answers it back and picks up a kill. Now 101. iDream headed towards Knives. Not going to follow it up, though. Just being threatening is all get out. Brosborough coming out to threaten Ziploc, and is scary enough. Zamfira not buying it, though. Enola Doran and Hal back out to lane. Nothing in here, and Zane King will immediately cede their forward position back up to a safe distance and continue to rain down beautiful, lovely, sparkly bits in their direction until they pick up one, say yes to the proposal, and the marriage will get underway.
And he gets a blue buff for himself again.
Brosborough gonna die. No. Yes. No?
No? Yes.
Got him with the E after they get the turret. Ziploc just doing work there, and iDream gonna pull Knives over, but Knives happy about it. Hal runs low. Enola Doran runs low. Knives picks up the kill down bottom. They get Thresh, and he does. Nothing here going for it as he's got a big bear to tank. Trade, and Caitlyn gonna get traded there for Corki. 1-for-1 up top. Zane King adding on, however, some assist money as it's a 2-for-1, 3-for-2 all the way around the field with iDream falling to Knives. Enola Doran and Hal falling to the pair up top, and it's Brosborough and Grumpy Lol falling before that, but too far before for me to count it in the numbers.
And iDream's actually building defensive now. He bought the Spectre's Cowl right now so that he can deal with the damage coming out from Knives, because it's all magic damage. And the fact that Knives just picked up a Sunfire Cape, it's a very good pickup for iDream. So we'll see either a Banshee's Veil or the Spirit Visage coming out for him. Not quite sure which one it'll be, but you might be looking for that CDR from the Spectre's Cowl into the Spirit Visage.
Got one of the 99-cent store rates, but didn't get the big blue one. Grumpy Lol going to walk away with that one. 2,000 gold lead right now for Cognitive. 6 turrets, or 6 kills to 3. 1 turret to none. 6 turrets to 3 would be a bit of a different situation there. Zamfir on to Grumpy Lol. Ult is going to be interrupted by Grumpy Lol. And he will get away. Spins the ult to do it, though.
I'm pretty sure there was a... Like, have you ever seen those drunk casting things?
Yes.
That were on YouTube? They were talking about what happens if Vi ulties Zed when he ulties. And it's like, I think he chases him down. So there's the interaction right there. It cancels it, and then he just disappears, and it spends the ultimate of Vi.
Brosborough looking for a way in. Can't get there in time. And Dragon will go over to Cognitive. Knives going to start it up, though, 4v1, and he may get sent to his passive. Yeah, Lissandra going to lock him up. Wah! They knocked him down, and he's going to go into little bits there. Brosborough set upon by nothing here, and will get away.
There's a nice kick there.
Before he comes back up, nothing here. Going to get the lockdown on that Knives kill, as that was that was a rough one there. As Brosborough very nearly got sent out as well.
So it was a very good rotation there by Cog. They saw this coming. That's why iDream is up top, because they wanted their ward bot, basically Annie, down in the bottom lane for Dragon Control, along with nothing here to help take that. So they knew it was going to be, at best, a 3v4, because Enola Doran and Hal were both up top versus iDream, and they give up a turret for it, though. So it kind of goes even, but if
nothing
they lose
here,
the bottom...
maybe going to answer back. Yeah, nobody in the area. So nothing here, just got all day to work through this turret. Takes his time and gets it done. Grumpy Lol going to grab a blue buff. Enemy blue buff away. 21.6 to 17.8k gold. And if my math is right, that's about 4,000. Top outer going to fall to iDream.
Yep, he has no idea this is coming. He's about to get 4-man ganked.
He is just going to drop the ult, turns it around. Hal gets the hook on him at 0 range, and iDream will get nothing back for that. Put some damage onto Hal. Dropped the ignite, but it wasn't enough to take him off the field, and 4v1 goes pretty much the way you'd think it does. iDream back to the pool, but got a turret for the cost of his life. All outer turrets down now in favor of Cog. One Up have only grabbed a single turret for themselves, and the Dragon pickup went to Cog there. So, all in all, it's sort of net gain for Cog over the last couple of minutes. We'll see if they can stick with it. Ziploc going to drop the ult now on Knives. Zamfir and Zane King coming in, drop a chain stun. Knives going to go down as Zane King improves to 303. He's going to have to start building some damage.
Yeah, he might build a Haunting Guise. I've seen it out of Annie supports before because she just does so much damage with her base abilities. Just the base damage on the spells are so high. If you get a Haunting Guise, then it's well worth it with that little extra penetration.
Nothing here, a little bit behind on farm compared to Kate, 124 to 113, but I had on the kill death assist column, 322 to 112. I said 2 twice there. 15 and a half minutes in, it's 8 kills to 4, 3 turrets to 1, and a 4,000 gold lead right now for Cognitive.
And a lot of wards coming out for 1-up. If you look across the map, they have all these wards. Everybody on their team has at least 1 ward in their inventory. They are trying to ward up their jungle and look for picks when Cognitive is rotating, because all the outer turrets are gone, like you said. They need to start getting those inner ones, and the way you get those is you rotate in the jungle. If you have your jungle warded up, then they can't do that. So if Hao got an Oracles and everybody's placing these wonderful wards around, they might be able to get something out of that. And it looks like Enola Doran buying a glove for each hand.
Captain Ziplock up on the Knives, gets the bump. iDream's there. Knives just so beefy, though. Even with 2, they can't get it done. Nothing here onto Enola Doran with Hal down. He's going to miss the hook. Nothing here forced to Valkyrie out, but does get to safety after putting some good damage onto Enola Doran. Zane King's on the way down, but they've got Lee Sin chasing. They'll chase him into the friendly side of the jungle. He'll divert and head away as he didn't have any good answer for that. Lysandra forward to center middle. Hal under attack down bottom. Zane King going to drop the stun onto Hal. Hal drops the box. It's good enough for an escape. No, Valkyrie over, and now nothing here in a weird spot. Enola Doran chasing. Zane King's still around, but is not going to be able to catch it up. Nothing here, just got a long way to run, but he's going to find friendly faces. Brosborough comes in, Ziplock and Zamfir over the wall. Nothing here is going to get the kill. Enola Doran, add 1 on for Zamfir. 11 kills to 4 goes the count. iDream keeping Knives very busy up top as well. It's going to run 27.2 to 21.7k gold. Grumpy Law looks for something to grab, but he might get grabbed himself. No turret to retreat to. He's just going to have to W away.
Yeah, they ran him straight into his own team. The pink ward's coming out here for Zane King. He's been doing a good job of keeping all the ward coverage in his favor on the map in the enemy jungle. So as you see, that bush that they were all camping in was pink warded. They knew it was safe, and they were like, just come over here, nothing here. We got some friends. And they just utterly destroyed Enola Doran. He was 18 mana short of being able to cast his ultimate, which may have killed nothing here.
Yeah, he was nothing here quite low there. If he had made it around behind Zamfir, who came over the wall, might have been okay. But yeah, I mean, ran Brosborough into it as well. That's the sort of teamwork you just love to see. You know, collapse towards it. Don't let nothing here die alone in the woods. About a minute till Dragon's back up. Give or take a couple of seconds here and there. Enola Doran trying to clear things way down bottom. Doesn't want to send the lane over too quick, however, as nothing here is going to be waiting around. And those 1v1s have just not been going Caitlyn's way.
Yeah, and Caitlyn's looking for that push build once again. BT into Static Shiv. Got the Avarice Blade a little early, so that he's just going to keep picking up extra gold for killing minions.
So, Enola Doran farming it up. Everybody farming it up. Obviously, iDream and Knives still doing their gigantic rock versus gigantic other rock thing up top. That's the most creative thing I've said all day. I feel like it was pretty good.
Better than Giant Blob versus Dragon.
Yes, 5,500 gold lead right now for Cog, and Brosborough not going to join the fun down bottom. They got it covered. Piltover Peacemaker cleaning things up. Ziplock into mid. It's 5-man look mid, actually, and that's going to force 1-up to at least head in that direction. Doesn't look like Enola Doran's interested, though. Going to keep pushing things down towards bottom outer, and Cog is running that way quick, and they just lost a ward.
And they're ready for Dragon. They ping that, and it's going to bring Knives from the top lane once again all the way down bottom. Oh!
That ward disappearing made Enola Doran's day in a very bad kind of way. Zane King goes 404. He just can't stop killing people. And they're going to move over to Dragon now. It's going to go Cog's way from the looks of it, as there will be no contest. Lysandra running Hal off. Going to drop the ult and might be able to finish Hal off here. One more. Got it. Yep. Tick from the Ignite going to finish the job as Zamfira eased through a nice long piece of rock just because it was there.
Yeah, he got the DFG first on Lysandra, so they could blow people up instead of going for defensive, which we say a lot of Lysandras do. We see them pick up the Zhonya's Hourglass, but he's going for a more offensive build here, just looking to destroy somebody and wipe them off the map and then have a 4v5 after that. And it looks like we shouldn't be fooled here, but Zane King, I guess, is the main carry of this, the 4-0-4.
That's how it works. 5-2-4 on Corky. Brosborough in trouble. Is Ziploc going to be able to lock that ult on? He's got the safeguard to try to get away. Nice ult. Puts iDream well back. Gonna have to wait for that W to come in. The Q might not get there for Ziploc as the slow is gonna be trouble, and they're gonna get him over the wall. Brosborough trying to get out. War jumps too late.
These are some beautiful graphics I'm seeing here. iDream jumps right as he gets kicked in the face as a dragon, and at that very last second, Brosborough tries to go over the wall, but ends up in the wall dead, doing a backflip right into the trees.
Knives gonna get a red buff. How long he'll keep it, that is subject for debate. Mid-inner under attack now, so hope the red buff is worth a lot. He is gonna get away. Half his health, has to spend less bounce to do it. Lysandra finishes off mid-inner turret, and it'll go 4 turrets to 1 now. 8,000 gold lead for Cognitive as 1 up. Just can't find a way back into this one, not yet anyway, as they keep getting picked. No real huge team fights. Be interested to see how they go 5v5, but with that kind of gold deficit, it probably wouldn't be too pretty, especially not at the 21-minute mark.
No, not at all. This is looking worse and worse for 1UP. They haven't been able to secure objectives, and How has yet to get an Oracles. If he got an Oracles, they could start sweeping this vision into their own favor. And speaking of that,
Tib drop is good as the Ziploc ult finds him. Gonna ult a little late there. Grumpy Law just gonna try and fight it. Nothing he could do. Another one for Zane King, who cannot be denied. 3-man look at Baron, and don't know if they've got enough to do it. iDream's gonna come in and say, hey, I'm pretty sure I can take you guys. And Baron's gonna help a lot. Hal barely making it out of there with his life. Brosborough gonna get wiped off the map first. Knives in trouble, and Baron finishes the job. They're gonna give that one over. Minions take a turret in the meantime. Hal, no, got him into the passive. Corky's gonna get it.
It was a very desperate play there by 1UP. They went for it. Oh, and Brosborough was shocked at how that didn't work.
How could it have not worked? I just don't understand. Tried to get the Baroon, but the Baroon just would not come. Surrender will, though. 20